There's not much better than fresh salads, and one of the best lettuces that I've grown yet has been the Jericho romaine. And I really love this variety because the heads get quite large, but yet they stay tender. Other romaine varieties oftentimes will have a little thicker stalk at the bottom of the leaves and can be a little bit harsher in taste, but this particular variety does have quite the benefit of being mild. I like that quite a bit. And as you could tell from behind me here, there were 3 heads of this in this bounty underneath a 40-watt LED light. And I picked one picking off of these already, and I left the inner leaves to go ahead and fill back out. And that's what you have here. The first picking happened around between week 3 and 4, and it usually takes another 3 weeks or so to get back up to the same stage again. And when the outer leaves are picked off and the inner leaves come in, what happens is the plants tend to get a stalk that comes up a little taller. And if I were to continue to do this, these plants would get up to about that high, and the plant does start to deteriorate over time. So the question becomes, when and how would you like to have your continual production of lettuce going? So what has been the answer for me has been to grow the 2 to 3 heads and pick one time, and then on the second go around just go ahead and pick the plants clean, pull those out, have an AeroGardens sprout which is only 10 watts with lettuce planted ahead of time to replace the ones that I was growing in the 40-watt unit. Now the deck that is on this particular garden sprout, I can get 15 plants into a seed starting deck, but what I do is I just use the standard deck that has only 3 locations on that, and I use the grow baskets and a little grow sponge to get those up and running. And so what I'm going to do is, after harvesting the lettuce varieties that I showed you, I'm going to end up taking these particular plants and pulling those out and putting them into the garden unit that is above. One of the best ways that I've found to pick the lettuce is to actually use 1 gallon Ziploc bags. I'll take one and I'll stretch it across a container. That makes it easier, so as I cut the leaves off, I can put it into the bag more easily. And the scissors that I use, I will clean up and sterilize, help keep the food clean. What I'll do is I'll take off about anywhere from 2 to 4 leaves at one time and fold those over. I'll take the scissors and I'll just snip those into small pieces over the top of the bag and drop those in. And when I take those home and put those into a refrigerator drawer, to help preserve those, they stay quite fresh, and everyone who comes over tends to say that they have not tasted lettuce so sweet and so flavorful buying from the stores. So if you're looking for lettuce and you'd like to start out a cycle of crops, I would suggest possibly using the same process that I've used, and you'll be able to enjoy fresh salads intermittently throughout the week over a period of a few weeks, as well as be able to replace that bag in your fridge and have another crop coming up to replace the ones that are maturing. And that helps to keep a continual cycle with fresh lettuce. And if you enjoy lettuce as much as I do, that will probably help out your particular indoor grows also. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I would love to be able to bring more tips and talk about other plants that we can grow indoors.